Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is Golden J, and I'm hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
Jdubb.
And this is the United States of Paranormal Podcast.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome
Hello.
in. Just let's all everybody have a big hug. Let's go and get a big hug here. Come on. There you go. Nice job, Jdubb. Good job. Good job, Rocker Chick. Everybody give everybody a hug. Give all of our listeners a hug and say thank you.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank, before I even start, I'd like to thank Heidi, our friend, our compadre, our ghost hunting companion. You guys remember from the Columbia City Jail investigations, and she was just on for an interview. She has joined our Patreon. Thank you, Heidi. We have something coming up, and I need to get a date nailed down with her where we go on another investigation. Someplace that's not known for being haunted, but they think it might be.
Oh.
And they want TUSOP to come in and check it out.
Yay.
So we're working on that. I was hoping to have it done by the end of May, but once again, guys, it's all Golden J's fault.
Books.
Everything is Golden J's fault. It's books. I want to get these done. I want to make sure that our author, Tom Lyons, at TomLyonsBooks.com, is happy with everything that we put out. And, it's just an exciting time for us at this point, really. We got all kinds of cool things rolling out. So,
and from what I've read, obviously mine, but when I was looking over the other ones, y'all are going to want to listen to these. These are pretty good.
Yeah.
The books, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent you all of it so you can pick just so your story read out. But yeah, there's some good stories.
Yep.
I know that I've been through, I record the ones that I do and then listen to your guys's. And yeah, there's some good stuff on there. Mm-hmm. Especially the second one. The first report and the second one is very, very interesting. Yeah. So I'm telling you, you guys will be out buying books. Narrated by us, the United States Paranormal. Edited by, you listen, these edits, I mean, all in all, 4 reports per book. It take us anywhere between an hour and a half to record them. The stories are not that long, but we want it to be really, really good. And so we do a lot of repeating, a lot of fixing. That's what you do.
A lot of long sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
and
is
I
one
struggle with that.
It's all about the breath. It's like, and then we did that. But the editing is like 5 hours per report. It just because of going back and making sure everything sounds just the way I want it to sound, and it doesn't sound like you're just going to want to do I want to see it, and then I look forward to seeing it the next band regardless of the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Or
I don't want to run yeah. And I listen to a lot of audio books and Audible. I listen to a lot of Audible books. I love the documentaries. I love Dave Grohl's book. I've listened to it several times. Sammy Hagar's Red book, the book called Red, R-E-D. I'd listen to these and enjoy them. But now, as somebody who's working on one, I'm listening in a whole different way.
You're really
and I'm
paying
like,
attention.
okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm in the doing. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about my edits on these. But yeah, exciting stuff. And we will let you know when they go live, when they are for sale, and you can download them at Audible or. I don't know if the links will be on TomLyonsBooks.com or not. I will let you know.
think so.
I would think the links would be there.
We'll
sure,
let
but
everybody know.
We will. We're excited to share it with you when everything becomes available. So, yeah, it's going to be good stuff. Good stuff.
Jdubb's in her prison orange.
Do you know what my shirt says?
What does it say?
You won't be able to see it, but
It
is
says
Dick.
Dick.
this is Dick.
Yeah.
Dick's dog. Dick's dog's puppies. Don't be a dick. Spay and neuter your pet.
Nice.
Dick's dog's
But
puppies.
all you
I
can
like
see in the corner here is Dick.
that. Dick. We thought that was a
Don't be a
name
dick.
placard. We thought that was something new.
You would be wearing it then.
I would. Dick.
Dick.
I am a dick. For sure.
Yeah. That's my shirt.
Oh, man. Once again, this episode, if anybody would like some cats, let me know. I'd be happy to deliver those to you. Trying to find good homes for several cats. We're working on it. And if you want some, let me know.
How many are we talking? Like, how many are you trying to get rid of?
Well, maybe 13, 15, 18. I don't know exactly.
There's a lot.
There's a lot outside, a lot of feral, There are some good ones outside, but the main concern right now is the couple 3, 4 that are in the house. I'd like to find a good home for one of those for sure, because she's a sweetheart. And
Come on, Kelly.
Kelly won't. Yeah, fucking Kelly will not take them. Neither will Natasha or fucking Michelle,
Michelle,
or Lindsay, Whitney.
What about Brittany? She already has like 6 cats. Maybe she'll take one.
She said she didn't want any more. I tried to talk her into it.
Oh.
I did. Yeah. I mean, let's face it. Lindsay is on the path to becoming the crazy cat lady. So why not just get her there sooner? Let's speed up the process. She's going to be a crazy cat lady. when
And then
she
her
gets
kids are going to
older.
be trying to find homes for cats.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'll have to talk to them whenever I meet them. I'm like, okay, guys, this is what you're going to have to do when your mom becomes senile. You have to find home for all her cats. It's terrible. I love my mother, by the way. I got to see her this week. She's doing great.
Good.
Yeah. All right. How about a word from Perfectly Picked Games?
Love scoring great finds? Perfectly Picked Games brings the heat every week. Board games on Tuesdays, toys on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Whatnot. Is it your first purchase? Use Golden Mojo for 10% off.
All right. That's Perfectly Picked Games. Go check them out on the Whatnot app or on their website, perfectlypickedgames.com. They're so much fun. Jake is such a good guy. He does such a great job on the Whatnot app.
You haven't bought me any shoes.
I keep missing them when my app is not letting me know when he goes live, so I have to go in and do some adjusting. I have the same problem for Brochizo Games too. Brochizo Game, is it Games? Brochizo Games? I don't know. Brochizo's Twitch, which is Logan's. When he goes live, my Twitch doesn't tell me when he's live, so I have to fix that. because I watch a little bit of Logan stuff when he goes on. So it's not necessarily my content, but I love watching Logan do his thing. So go check it out, Brochizo Games. His hair's finally coming back too.
Oh, good.
Good.
He shaved all it off here. Yeah, well, to be fair, he was in a fire, so he had a fire at his shop, so he had to. It was a little singed, so the beard and all the hair went. And if you guys know Just Logan and watch him on the other side, or listen to him, yeah, watch him mainly because then you know he had hair, long hair. Stupid, so dumb. I'm so dumb. You can't really know.
Vocally, you can't really tell.
Yeah, you really can't tell. Yeah, just by his voice. But he had long hair.
It'll come back.
It will. But yeah, listen to the other side on Saturdays. And we got some really cool stuff coming up for some Saturday stuff. That's right. The Nifty 50 is coming. Mm-hmm. Where I'm working on that. I'm going to have some special guests doing their states. By the way, I picked a state for you too, Rocker Chick. Yep. Don't worry about it. It'll be great. You'll love it.
Okay.
I do.
Thanks.
Larissa's coming back for an episode, and I'm working on getting a few others. So, yeah, I'm excited. So, 50 cryptids, 50 states.
Nice.
Yes. Jdubb's going to do one. She's doing Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I looked at it. Now I forgot what it's supposed to be. I have a list. It'll be great.
Just let me know.
I will, absolutely. But that's just a little bit off yet. We're gonna come back to that. So, but it's coming.
It'll be fun.
It's coming. It'll be great. All right, Jdubb's up this week.
All right.
I'm excited.
All right.
I definitely. Yeah, and then you speak.
I don't think I have any long sentences, but
this is an interesting story, guys. So tune into this because there is a lot to this story. So there, I just plugged you up. Gave you that's a little hype, a little bit of hype for you.
now I'm not going to be able to pronounce words.
Oh, well, our listeners are used to that. It's fine.
Incident.
Portuguese.
I ain't saying it. Ain't doing it. Ain't gonna do it.
Here we go. Built in 1867 on the historic site of the 1842 Battle of Salado, Victoria's Black Swan Inn has been a home to some of the most prestigious people in San Antonio's history. It's an elegant two-story Greek Revival-style home, and it sits on a grassy knoll overlooking the meandering Salado Creek in San Antonio.
Yeah, there's so much history in that space that you just talked about. So much history.
Steeped in tradition and lore, Victoria's Black Swan Inn is the most hauntingly romantic location in Texas.
Romantically? Like, that's where you conceive children at, or what's going on? Romantically.
Yeah. From before 5000 BC to around 1000 AD, the area was the site of Native American encampments. Artifacts from this time can still be found here. Archaeologists have provided evidence showing that Native Americans once lived in the area where the house currently sits. There have also been signs of a sweat lodge where Native Americans performed rituals. An ancient Indian burial ground is thought to be under the house. There have been stories of boys fishing in Salado Creek being chased away by what appears to be Indian ghosts. Some people have said they smell smoke and hear a light drum sound. On September 18, 1842, the Texas Rifle, under the leadership of Captain John Hayes and Colonel Matthew Caldwell, entered into battle with the Mexican army led by French mercenary Adrian Wool. More than 80 Mexican soldiers lost their lives during the bloody Battle of Salado, and according to history information, at least 60 of their bodies were left to rot where they fell. Only one Texan, Stephen Jett, who lost his life during the battle, his remains were returned to his family. The only one.
The only one. And you know why he died? Did you read why he died?
Why? Go ahead.
Because he went back for his horse. Because he had tied his horse off at one of the trees.
That's my man.
And he went back for that. He went back for that horse. And then they got him on that. So being a humanitarian, a human being, I don't know what you want to call it, but he went back for his horse. That whole battle was extremely interesting where they coached them in and then ambushed them because the Texas Army was so undermanned or compared to the Mexican Army. And that, I think that was the key for them to win that war.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, yeah.
Well, that is interesting that he went back for his horse, because I would too.
I know you would. And I thought of you when I heard about that, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's something Jen would do.
There are reports of people witnessing skirmishes between Mexican and Texan soldiers that resembled some sort of reenactment, but they vanished into thin air. There have been sightings of ghostly Confederate soldiers near the gazebo in front of Victoria's Black Swan Inn. The sound of a military bugle is heard on occasion. In 1936, the property was designated as a Battle of Salado historic site by the state of Texas during the 1936 Centennial celebration. The Prescott House was built on the property after the Civil War. I'm going to pronounce these names wrong. Don't come at me because I don't care. Sebastian Ripstein, born in Switzerland, and his wife Betsy, born in Germany, settled the land in 1867. The San Antonio Conservation Society shows that they built a stone house barn and a milking barn on the property. Their children were Gustav, Henrietta, Betty, Ida, and Albert. According to psychics and EVP audio, Gustav is believed to be one of the three spirits that haunts the dairy barn. His ghost is a figure that appears to have a head, arms, and what looks like to be wearing a tank top. Looks at people through a window on thermal imaging cameras. He also makes loud noises. The barn that still stands to this day is the location where Henry ran his prized dairy. Many believe he haunts the barn as well because he loved it so much. There is supposedly another burly German man who haunts the barn, although no one is quite sure who he is, but he is thought to be Sebastian Ripstein. All three of the spirits in the barn may be somewhat aggressive towards women and do not seem to care for men. Seems like they don't care for either. EVPs have been captured of a deep voice telling people to get out. Sebastian also haunts inside the house. German immigrants Henry Mailer and Marie Mailer bought the property on January 10, 1887. They built their first house on the property in 1887. Their children were Samuel, Louisa, Sarah, Daniel, and Emma. They also built a milking barn and named the farm Bluebonnet Dairy. Henry and Sam were known as the Cotton Kings. The Mailers ran the dairy farm there until the mid-1930s. After Mailer's wife passed away, he followed suit 2 years later from lovesick grief.
That would be me. I would be lovesick grief.
Yep.
I don't know that the rocker chick buys that. Come on.
Henrik also haunts the milking barn and roams the property, including inside the main house. His daughter, Sarah, pulls pranks in a building located behind the Black Swan. In the front yard and house, there seems to be a spirit of a child, a little girl, who many believe is Sarah as well. She likes to play and jump on mattresses. Karl Mailer from Germany had a daughter named Sophia, a spinster who lived in the house until she was 82.
Oh.
But it is believed that she haunts the house as an 8-year-old girl, singing and laughing and known for playing tricks on people. Known as the Cotton Kings, Henry and Sam Mailer, They lived on the property with 200 acres until Marie died. Henry and Marie's son Dan and his wife Mary lived on the property with 237 acres. They sold the house and surrounding land to two sisters and their husbands in 1941. Catherine Holbrook and John Holbrook, along with Mary Woods and Claude Woods, purchased the property. The sisters called the house White Gables. They conducted extensive remodeling, adding 2 wings to enlarge the mansion to accommodate the 2 families. The house was then called White Gables. After purchasing more land, a second house was built in 1901, but it later burnt down. Psychics have also identified the elderly Mrs. Woods, Jolene's mother, ensconced, which means like locked up, kind of.
Okay.
You know, like she didn't leave her room.
Right.
In a small bedroom in the south wing. There, the spirit of a young woman is often spotted seated on the bed. Those lucky enough to catch sight of this female ghost often liken her to a young Mrs. Woods. She spent several years confined here before she had to be placed in a nursing home. Although her final resting place was actually in one of the downstairs bedrooms, it's in that room that many experience an overwhelmingly oppressive heaviness and a feeling of sadness. Attorney Park Street Jr. and Jolene Street, they inherited the house in 1952 from Jolene's mother and Claude Woods. After the deaths of Mr. and Mrs. Holbrook and Mr. Woods, Mrs. Woods lived in the house with her son-in-law, Park, and her daughter Jolene. During this time, a second story was added to the main house. While Park and Jolene owned the property, Earl Stanley Gardner visited the house and wrote some of his famed Perry Mason television series scripts there. Jolene died of breast cancer in 1959. Park Jr. was later found dead in 1965, hung by a necktie with his hands tied behind his back. The death was ruled a suicide. They were survived by their daughter Jolene, also known as Jingles, who was only 19 at the time, and their son Hall Park Street III. Park Street supposedly committed suicide by hanging himself in the house, though this has been a highly controversial subject. A psychic consultant with Sci-Fi's television program's Sightings communicated with the former resident, Park Street, whom he believed was murdered in a south wing closet, then moved to another location where the murderer made the death look like a suicide.
But forgot to untie his hands.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know that you got this part next, but I mean, the reports was that he was tied off to a bedpost. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how that works. I mean, if it's a canopy bed, maybe I might buy that, but I'm not sure a canopy bed would hold the weight of a full-grown man like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that name, oh my God, Parker Street. What? Yeah, it's just he's got a crazy name.
Well, and they really didn't say it just says hung by a necktie with his hands tied behind his back.
Right.
But, yeah. They believe Street was killed because of a treasure he still guards in the south wing.
Oh.
Others believe that Henrik's ghost drove Park to commit suicide. The most unnerving spectral presence at the property is that of a man who has been spotted stalking angrily all over the house. Rumor has it that he is the ghost of Park Street. Is he perhaps looking for his beloved wife Jolene, whose spirit is also said to haunt the inn after tragedy struck her at the tender age of 38 when she died? Oh, she died of cancer, when she died of cancer. Dressed in a luxurious white gown with a beaded, jeweled medallion headband with a feather at the back over her dark hair. This is a very beautiful female spirit roaming the property aimlessly, especially around the gazebo. But Park and Jolene never seem to meet. George Mayron and Ingeborg Mayron bought the house in 1973 from the Park and Jolene and her husband, James Patrick Robinson. She renamed it Marin House. The house was remodeled, including a large kitchen area to hold larger dinners, conferences, and receptions. Ingeborg had a distinguished guest. Franz Wilhelm, the Prince of Perugia, also stayed at the house during the extended stay in San Antonio. Ingeborg later planned to use the property for the Marin House subdivision as a Salado investment. In 1980, the Marins sold the property to E. Werner Schmidt. Ernest Werner Schmidt sold the property to Sunbelt Self-Storage in 1987. Sunbelt Self-Storage sold the property to current owner Joanne Marks Andrews, now Joanne Marks Rivera, in 1991. She named the house Victoria's Black Swan Inn after one of William Shakespeare's favorite pubs. The house is Joanne and her family's private residence. Joanne's mother, Fay Nell Marks, spent a lot of time at the house and passed away in her bedroom after an illness. The home has had several paranormal investigators visited over the years. In 1996, the television show Sightings filled a segment at Victoria's Black Swan Inn. The house was also featured in the Travel Channel's TV series Ghost Adventures in 2013. It was also on Portals to Hell. During this time, some of Texas' most famous musicians, such as George Strait, Jerry Jeff Walker, and Flaco Jimenez, have performed and filmed here. Numerous artisans, filmmakers, and photographers have also filmed and worked on the property. While setting up for an event in 2015, there were several strange unexplained occurrences. One person was bitten and bruised on the inner thigh by an unseen toddler through a long, heavy dress. Another person was pinched by a little girl and boy ghost. Objects were randomly relocated throughout the woods when no one was around. Other things occurred that are too bizarre to even mention. The end. You're welcome. All right, Jeremy, what you got? Rock or chick? Because,
Yeah, I thought the whole Sophia thing, passing at the age of 80 in the house, but yet coming back
as a kid.
They believe as her child, as the child that runs around. I think that is just super interesting.
She must have had a great childhood.
She must have. The house itself is gorgeous if you get a chance to look at it. It does remind me a little bit of the Lloyd Hall house, as far as just that aesthetic on the front there with the two balconies and the big pillars and stuff like that. But also, one of the other things we talked about, the Native American, the burial grounds. The burial grounds themselves, they didn't realize they were until they found, about 100 bodies in the fetal position, all facing east, the bones of buried down in there. So I thought that really plays into a lot of it. And, I've been saying this for a long time, Native American energy of these burial grounds and stuff like that really feed heavily into some of the things that go on in some of these more haunted locations. Yeah. This place is just full of activity, but I was so surprised at the amount of owners and the amount of name changes of this place. The white, what was it again? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The White Gables, and then the changing over to the Black Swan Inn, and I think that's
Mayor
the
House and the Mayor House, the Prescott House,
Yeah, I think the owner now, who still owns it now, is the one that actually named it the Black Swan.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. I feel like stupid because I don't remember her name, but
it's on the floor.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, and then, like I said, it was on Portals to Hell, and she has this little closet set up. Kind of like what is it, like when they have the blindfold on and the ear things?
Yeah.
You sit in there and there's a mirror in front of you. It's pitch black. You have a candle, and you're supposed to stare in that mirror, and I guess spirits come to you.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff
won't.
Like that.
but it's the double mirror. There's a mirror that sits behind you also.
Oh yeah, behind
So-
you. And I remember during that episode, Jack did it, and some
Yeah.
weird shit was
Yeah.
going down, like lots of stuff.
I have to go back and check that out because I missed that one.
It was
but
really good.
the rumor has it is the new owner. You got to tell me the owner's name at this point now because I don't want to leave her hanging out. She was actually that room was like a laundry room or something or some sort of, it was definitely a storage room, but I think it was like a laundry storage room. And she had went in there to do some work and something happened and she looked up and there was some sort of vortex above her.
Oh wow.
And that's kind of why they went with that, making that. They've got a name for that room, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's almost like a psychokinesis. In your last episode when you talked about that kind of room, they've got a name for it. But, yeah, they say it's one of the most active rooms in the house, and especially when you sit down in that chair. But they painted everything pitch black, except those two mirrors. And a lot of people won't close the door because you're supposed to go in and close the door.
Yeah, Jack did.
Did he?
And it kind of creeped me out. So her name is Joanne Marks Rivera.
Okay, there you go.
Riviera.
I hear she's a really nice lady. She loves this property, and she is really, put a lot of effort into it to making it what it is today. But you're right with the Airbnb. I mean, with the weddings, not an Airbnb, but you can rent the place for weddings and
Conferences.
I mean, if you go to their website at Victoria's Black Swan Inn.com, just looking at it, that's where you can go and, weddings and celebrations. They have markets. They do, not the flea market, but the vegetable market. What do they call that? God damn,
Farmers
I'm drawing a blank.
market?
Farmers market. Thank you. God, so stupid.
And I wonder if she still has like the 200 acres, the 237 acres. I wonder if she still has all that.
This just says right here, it sits on 35 acres of lush ground, covered over 200 years. The original thing that I heard was this was a 6,000-year-old story, that it dates back 5,000 years. I know you said something about before Christ, BC.
5,000 BC to around 1,000 AD.
Yeah, exactly. So you got a 6,000-year plunkard of time and all that. It's crazy to think about, really, that land
For sure.
seats back that far.
And they
It's
have
crazy.
records archaeologists found stuff that proves that
Yeah.
Indians were there, but good Lord, they had better record keeping than most people nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And they're digging all that stuff up and then they can set it in a certain time period and then it just stops. And then they find different stuff that sets it in a whole different time period. And yeah, you got to give those boys credit out there digging through that dirt. But the finding of those bodies, and I thought it was super interesting that they're all facing east. You know the theory behind that, right?
Let's hear it.
Do you know it, honestly? Have you heard
Maybe.
it?
I
The
don't know.
theory is that in the next coming of God, he will come from the east.
Oh, yes. I did know that.
So I don't know if that plays into the Native American theory or not, but I just thought that was interesting when I heard that. I'm like, oh, when we did Willow's Weep years and years ago, that was what, the first 30 episodes, somewhere in there when we did Willow's Weep. They faced the house, so it faced the bottom of the cross. The cross of the house faced east. So they considered that the middle finger to God when he came back. That's why they built that house that way. It was yeah. I just thought that was interesting. And then of course, Jdubb, there was the Abigail. There's Abigail. Are you drawing a blank on Abigail?
That was one of the children.
It's also the haunted doll that lives at the Black Swan. I believe it's Abigail. I'm double checking.
I
I'm
thought that
double
was one of the
checking.
children.
No, well, it might have been. It might have been, but they have the haunted doll there now. That's Abigail, and they actually, when the Annabelle doll was on tour, this was one of the stops. And I don't know what they did, but they kind of put them together or whatever. But that was my understanding. I lost my notes here on it because I moved to go back to the other thing.
Well, the kids had like 3-4 names. Like one would have been like Sarah, Sophia, Mary, last name. And I just took the first name and got rid of the rest. So it could have been one of the kids where they gave the doll the name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. The what I got in front of me now basically revolves around Annabelle being there, but the actual one. But yeah, the Annabelle doll actually made a pit stop here on the tour. But anyway, good job.
Yeah. That was interesting.
This is a really cool place. That like I said, this is a story that is so deep in history. I mean, we're going way, way back on this one.
Yeah, there was a lot, but then there might have had to have been part 2. So you guys can go read about it and let us know what we missed.
Yes. You know where to find us. The United States of Paranormal at gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Jeff. My name is Jeff.
If you know, you know. I think the first time I ever heard that, I fucking rolled out of my chair when he did that in that movie. Oh, my God. So great. I'm surprised you know that pop culture little piece there. I didn't realize you've seen that.
I haven't seen the movie.
You haven't seen 22 Jump Street?
I just know that one. I just know that. Because I've seen the clips and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So go check it out. All right. You know the deal, man. Go check out the website, UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com. Get yourself some cool swag. T-shirts, coffee mugs, sweatshirts, cool stuff like that. Go out and support the United States of Paranormal. We need your love because we love you.
We do.
Thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Until next week, guys. Keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/TUSOP.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.